1 Samuel 18. And it came to be, when he had ended speaking to Shaul, that the being of Jehonathan was knit to the being of Daud, and Jehonathan loved him as his own being. And Shaul took him that day, and would not let him return to his father's house any more. And Jehonathan and Daud made a covenant, because he loved him as his own being. And Jehonathan took off the robe that was on him, and gave it to Daud, and his garments, even to his sword, and his bow, and his girdle. And Daud went out wherever Shaul sent him. He acted wisely, and Shaul set him over the men of battle. And it was right in the eyes of all the people, and also in the eyes of Shaul's servants. And it came to be, as they came in, as Daud was returning from smiting the Philistine, that the women came out from all the cities of Yisrael, singing and dancing, to meet Shaul the king with tambourines, with joy, and with musical instruments. And the women sang as they danced, and said, Shaul smote his thousands, and Daud his 10,000s. And Shaul was very wroth, and this matter was evil in his eyes. And he said, To Daud they have given 10,000s, and to me they have given thousands. So what more for him, except the rain? And from that day on, Shaul eyed Daud. And it came to be on the next day that an evil spirit from Elohim came upon Shaul, and he prophesied inside the house, while Daud was playing the lyre with his hand, as usual. And the spear was in the hand of Shaul. Then Shaul hurled the spear, for he said, Let me smite Daud, even to the wall. But twice Daud withdrew from his presence. And Shaul was afraid of Daud, because Yahuah was with him. But from Shaul he had turned away. Shaul therefore removed him from his presence, and made him his commander over 1,000. And he went out and came in before the people. And Daud was acting wisely in all his ways, and Yahuah was with him. And Shaul saw that he was acting very wisely, and was afraid of him. But all Yisrael and Yehudah loved Daud, as he went out and came in before them. And Shaul said to Daud, See my older daughter Merab, I give her to you as an Esha. Only be brave for me, and fight the battles of Yahuah. For Shaul thought, Let not my hand be against him, but let the hand of the Philistine be against him. And Daud said to Shaul, Who am I, and what is my life, or my father's clan, in Yisrael, that I should be son-in-law to the king? And it came to be, at the time, when Merab, Shaul's daughter, should have been given to Daud, that she was given to Adriel, the Mechalathite, as an Asha. And Michal, Shaul's daughter, loved Daud. And they told Shaul, and the matter was right in his eyes. And Shaul said, Let me give her to him, and let her be a snare to him, and the hand of the Philistine be against him. So Shaul said to Daud a second time, Become my son-in-law today. And Shaul commanded his servants, Speak to Daud gently, and say, See, the king has delighted in you, and all his servants have loved you, and now be the king's son-in-law. And the servants of Shaul spoke those words in the hearing of Daud. And Daud said, Does it seem to you a small matter to be a king's son-in-law, seeing I am a poor man, and lightly esteemed? And the servants of Shaul told him, saying, Daud has spoken according to these words. And Shaul said, Say to Daud, the king has no delight in any payment for the bride, but 100 foreskins of the Philistine, to take vengeance on the king's enemies. But Shaul intended to have Daud fall by the hand of the Philistine. And his servants declared these words to Daud, and it pleased Daud well to become the king's son-in-law. And the days had not expired, and Daud arose and went, he and his men, and smote 200 men of the Philistine. And Daud brought their foreskins, and they set them before the king, to become the king's son-in-law. And Shaul gave him Michal his daughter as an Asha. And Shaul saw and knew that Yahuah was with Daud, and Michal daughter of Shaul did love him. So then Shaul was still more afraid of Daud, And Shaul came to be an enemy of Daud all the days. And the princes of the Philistine went out to fight. And it came to be, whenever they went out, that Daud acted more wisely than all the servants of Shaul, so that his name came to be very precious.